everybody, welcome to the show, and it's Moose here, and I got James. Hi James, how are you?
How you going, Moose? Very good, Will.
And of course Wayne with me. Hey Wayne.
How you doing? How the heck are you, buddy?
Good mate, good. And we're coming to you today, or if you're watching on Saturday at 4 or Monday at 9. We really love this time slot, by the way. Ring in and complain. From Floreat Athena Oval, which is off Britannia Road in Leederville, I suppose it is. And what else is this oval used to be known as?
Moose, I think this used to be known as the Velodrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good for me because the other one I can't think of what it used to be.
Leiter Stadium it is.
Oh, okay.
Now what's happening behind us, of course, as you may know if you've been watching the show for a while, my favorite sport. I love all sports, but this is my particular favorite. Been playing it since I was 7. And it's American football, or Gridiron as we know. And who's playing behind us?
We have the Perth Broncos, and we also have them playing the Vipers, the Rockingham Vipers. And it's a fantastic game. It's currently 6-0 in favor of the Vipers.
Yeah, we tell you a little bit about the game. It's a strategy game, so you can't really, or you shouldn't really compare it to soccer or footy or rugby or anything, although rugby's a little bit stop-start, but not as much as this game. But it's a strategy game. It's all about the offense, the team with the ball, having designed plays, people running certain ways and blocking certain people, and the defense, the team without the ball. Currently, I don't know who it is, but it's all about them having set plays and set formations, the way they line up and whatever, to try to stop the offense. So if they know they're against a strong passing team, they put more people down deep in the field. If they know mainly a running team, they put guys up. What were we going to say?
Well, the general basics of it, for a lot of you people might not really understand the real simple idea of the game.
Yeah.
If you look on the field, you'll see lines, basically that marks every 5 yards. The reason why they call it gridiron is that if you look at a grid line on a stove, that's where they got the name from. So roughly, basically you got 2 teams in every team, an offense and a defense. You also have your special teams, but don't worry about them. Your offense is your scoring side. They're the team who you have a quarterback on. You got receivers, you might have heard them, and also running backs. And these guys, basically all they have to do is work on, they have 4 turns or 4 downs to make 10 yards. And they either throw the ball, the quarterback can run himself or hand it to a running back, and basically the defense, which is the other team opposing them at the site, they have to stop them by tackling them, making sure they don't catch a long pass or whatever. That's the general basics of the game anyway. It's quite interesting. I played it for many years as well, and it's a great game going on at the moment. The Vipers have had 3 wins so far this season, and they're playing the Perth Broncos, and it's looking quite competitive at the moment. What do you think about it, Moose?
Oh, of course I love it. And Wayne, did you ever play American football?
Yes, I did. Used to play in the little Pop Warner League when I was a young kid, and really loved the game. And it's one of those type of games, to the Australian public, we like to say that once you start playing it, it's the type of game that you'll probably enjoy and want to bring your friends down and play too.
I really love. Okay, well, let's get the balls and all rolling. As we say now, you know the big motorplex down in Kwinana. A little while back we went and spoke to some people down at Fraser's Motorcycles, but it was about what's going on down at the big motorplex. Let's have a look at the story. Hi everybody, I'm actually at Fraser's Motorcycle Club, where you might remember a while back we did a bit of a story with the Harleys all traveling off from here many years ago. Not many years ago, about a year ago anyway. And you can see I'm wearing my AMCAR hat because I'm having a chat with Brad and Dean. Hi Brad, how are you?
How you doing, Moose?
And Dean, hi Dean.
Yeah, good, Moose.
Now tell us first of all, Brad, what tonight's all about. We see all our race car drivers all a little bit spit and polished tonight, looking a little bit better than the down on the track. What's tonight all about?
This is actually the late model sedan launch for season 2001-2002. It's going to be a big night. We've got all the drivers here, all the big sponsors and promoters of the sport of Speedway. With the late models, the AMCA Nationals are also here, and the Junior Sedan Association also here to launch their Smarter Than Smoking series.
Now, you say late model. Now, we see the late model behind us, and we see the AMCAs outside. How would you actually compare the two? Because really, for someone like me, they look very, very similar, but what's the big difference between them?
A late model is basically an unlimited sort of race car. It's a chassis race car with a up to 430 cubic inch V8 V8 engines. They can run alloy blocks and that. The motors produce over 700 horsepower, and we can circulate the quit motorplex in around 16-17 seconds. An AMCA National is more of a budget race car. It's a late model based chassis, but the front clip has to be of Holden front suspension, HQ type. They have to run a 253 Holden V8, and they also have a control tyre. So
they have a lot of different limitations too. It really comes down to the driver, but with the late models, it's everything goes. Is that right?
Yeah, they're pretty much the premier division in Speedway, and if it's exotic and expensive, you can put it in there basically.
Okay, now someone like me who loves the NASCAR, how far different would this be to the NASCAR?
These are very similar to a NASCAR, but they're about 1,000 pounds lighter, and the engine size is a little bit bigger. So if we could get one of these cars on a pavement super speedway, that'd be extremely fast.
Fantastic. Now, Dean, you're down the motorplex. How's that all shaping up?
Well, I was just having a chat to Con, actually, Moose, and things are progressing pretty well. I mean, they've had a few setbacks with insurance in relation to what happened with the tragic events in New York recently, but I'm sure they'll overcome those. But yeah, things are looking good. I'm sure having the motorplex having completed a season, that things will be better and bigger next year or this year rather, for the motorplex.
Now, people like me, I haven't been down the motorplex because Murray from Cruising, g'day Murray, he tends to go down there a lot. But tell us, what does the new motorplex going to be offering to the viewers to come down and have a look?
Well, I think what the motorplex does deliver on, above all else, having gone around Australia, and recently myself, I went to America. I know I'm going to upset Brad there. You know, he's envious, but honestly, you know, after going around Australia and America and seeing some of the tracks around, you just cannot imagine how lucky we are here in Western Australia to have a facility like the motorplex at Kwinana Beach. So the racing will be even better. The track should settle down a lot more this year. They've changed the surface a bit, and with the banking, it gives opportunities hopefully for some really good racing and passing on the track.
And the drag's down there as well?
Yeah, I don't have much to do with that. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool dirt track boy like this man here, and wheel to wheel is the way I like it. Yep. And but I'm sure, look, the drag's had a very successful season last year, and I'm sure Con and some of the motorplex marketing team have probably had a look at some of the things that the drags did last year successfully. They had a lot of big shows with big crowds, and so did we on the speedway side. And I'm sure this year, with the track settling down more and the divisions continuing to improve and adapt to the track, we should see some awesome racing, mate.
Fantastic. Now, a big g'day to Con too. We go way back when we went down there with the Gridiron display many years ago at the old Claremont. Now, you're actually racing as well, are you? Or are you actually in the management side? Or because you say you like, because James behind the camera will tell you, of course, bumping is racing. Is that where you come from?
Rubbing's racing. Well, not the racing I've done. My background is I've done a mainly limited sprint car racing and a bit of 360 racing, mainly in the country areas. I haven't raced in the capital city areas, but these days I'm more excited by just helping out like these guys tonight, emceeing, doing public relations work, a bit of media work for the Speedway, and I really enjoy doing that, trying to lift the sport collectively to a new level. And I think, like tonight, you'll see here at Fraser's Harley Davidson, the late models to me are a very exciting division. I mean, the division closest to my heart personally is sprint cars, but I'll tell you what, I love late models as well, and they really rumble and roar, and you got to get out there this year and watch them, get those big 400 plus cubic inch engines roaring around the track, and they're the noisiest division there. And if you like big loud V8s, you got to check them out.
Throw more mud as well if you're on the corners, so make sure if you're bringing the kiddies, make sure you bring some sunnies for them or something. Now, when you're out there, what kind of regime do you go through for training? Because I know James went out today for his first time racing around Ellenbrook, and he said he's really impressed by the strength it takes, and it does take a lot out of you when you're in there.
Yeah, we have a triple layer fire suit, and you got your helmet or your gear on the car. The temperature in the car gets pretty high, and the G-force loadings and everything.
There's no air conditioners.
But we got no windows in the front, so it comes through though. But this guy here does some triathlons, but after a feature race, you really feel like you've done a marathon, and it takes it right out of you. To keep in shape, well, basically because we work so much on the cars, I can basically only go on a bike and go for a ride every night and try and keep fit that way. But if I had more time on my hands, I'd try and do some other exercises to help me out, but that's about all I can do right now.
Tell us a bit about your car. We see a little bit of overlay of that while we're talking. Tell us a bit about that.
This is a 2001 Dodge Intrepid, the same shape Dodge that's racing in NASCAR this year. It's got a 372 cubic inch Rambler V8, which produces probably over 650 odd horsepower, and it's capable of hurtling around the motorplex in 16 seconds.
Fantastic. Now, do you obviously take a lot of care with this, even on the dirt track, with your tires? Because I know it makes a big difference out on the black track, but what about on the dirt? Does it make a big difference?
We run very soft compounds, and at the beginning of the night we start out with our softest compounds, and by the end of the night, after all the racing, the heat races have been concluded, the track goes a bit harder, a bit drier, so we'll go harder in compound tyre, so that we've actually got some rubber left on the canvas at the end of the feature race.
So are you changing tyres between races?
Basically, after every race we change tyres. We need to have at least 8 to 10 spare tyres per car each night.
Okay, now we're talking about the launch. That's what we're here tonight for. When does it start? Where does it start? All that.
Well, with the Motorplex starting a little bit late this year, we'll be running at Kalgoorlie for the Gold Cup. Kalgoorlie International Speedway will be on the 20th of October, and then we'll move on to Northam International for the Fireball 50 on the 3rd of November.
Okay, now if someone wants to know a bit more about it, can they call somebody?
Yeah, they can call a lot of people in the sport. You call myself, I'm always available. My phone number is 843 88 66 225, and I'm Brad Ludlow. I'll drive a late model. I can tell you as much as you want to know about them.
There you go, girls. Give that number a call.
Yeah.
Now, Dean, what about the Motorplex? Someone wants to know about that. Would you know the number for there?
I don't know the number off the top of my head, but
I think the white page is under Motorplex, or what's it under? Kwinana Motorplex?
Yeah, but more importantly for those net freaks out there, they've got a fantastic website, and you can check them out at www.motorplex.com.au, and you get a lot of information about late models, sprint cars, bikes, whatever takes your fancy. And there is also a contact link page there, so you can get, there's phone numbers listed and that sort of stuff, and you can contact them that way.
Right, and now we see with the, as you say, things in America and HIH and all that kind of stuff, we're looking at an exorbitant almost insurance policy and rates and all that at the moment. Do you feel we're going to overcome that? We'll be kicking off probably a couple of weeks later from what I've seen.
Yeah, just speaking of Con, I mean, that's more for his team there, and I think he's very confident. But like, for instance, I have a day job as well. I work in computers, and our company's an American company, and they just told us this week don't intend retiring this year because if you want to, you won't get your superannuation because the company is also an insurance company, and they've also lost a lot of money through the tragic events in New York recently. So, I mean, I think it's going to be more than just Speedway Moose that feels it, unfortunately. It's going to be, I think we've still yet to feel the full brunt, but having said that, Speedway in Western Australia is getting more and more professional, as you'll see tonight with the late models and the AMCAs and the junior sedans putting on a professional presentation, and I think as long as we're professional in our approach, then we'll overcome whatever they throw at us, mate.
Fantastic. All right, well, all the best to everyone there, and all the best with the late models and the AMCAs, as you see my hat, and we'll keep you informed about what's happening here on Balls. Hi, everybody. While we were here in Fraser's, I just noticed that if you can get your car in, they've got really cheap petrol here. Look, 26 and 9/10 cents per gallon. So, yeah, just drive your vans and your buses in. I'm sure they'll look after you. They got to take the little lock off here. 26 and 9 cents per gallon. Hey, when I was a boy, that's that's the price.
Thank you very much to Moose for doing that story down at Fraser's. It was great, and it's going to be awesome. Now I'm speaking with Art Henry. How you going, mate?
Good, very good.
Now, one of the pioneers of Gridiron in Perth here. You've been around for quite a while, and you helped start Gridiron West, and that's going well at the moment. How do you feel things are moving with Gridiron here?
It's good this year. We got a good venue. Steelers organised this ground. It's a great venue, good spectator from the spectator point of view. So I think the game's going to pick up for that. And the team's very closely matched. There's been no blowout scores, and the points show it.
Yeah.
And our effort shows it as well.
Yeah. Now, you've been coaching the Giants for quite a long time, involved with the Giants. Quite a few years in a row, they've been doing awesome. You had a very good team. How are the boys going this year so far?
We're probably one of the slow starters this year. Unusual for us. But it's good. We got a lot of rookies, new guys. We 6-all draw with the Jets and a 2-point loss to the Saints last week. Yeah. That's okay. We're getting better.
Yeah. And who are you playing this week?
The Titans. We got the new boys on the block. The Titans. Yeah. So we should take a win home this week. If we don't, we got problems.
Yeah. So how do you feel? Obviously, you said it's a slow start to the season. The boys are obviously just starting to get rolling, like other teams in the league. Do you think you're going to be very competitive against last year's premiers and other teams later on this year?
Well, we've given ourselves basically 4 weeks. 4 weeks are going to tell for us. That's really our guideline, if you like. And we'll know where we are in 4 weeks. I think we'll be up there, sure. We've got to at least try and get in the 4, because that's, the final stuff. Yeah, sure. First time I won't be in the finals for, I can't remember.
Many years.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
No, it's great talking to you, mate. But Moose asked me to ask you one more question before we go. What is it with the striped shirt? Are you ready for refereeing, or is it just your lucky shirt?
It's my lucky shirt, yeah, and this hat. I mean, where else would I wear this stuff, right?
That's right.
Okay, great.
Pleasure talking to you, mate.
Good to see you guys. Love your show. Great show.
Thank you very much. And we're, if anyone, before I let you go, if anyone's interested in coming down there, you're in South Perth area, wants to join the Giants, you're obviously looking for players.
No,
what's the number?
Park next to the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Charles and Vincent Street.
Yeah. What's the number they can contact if they want to get in contact with you?
9446-2130.
There you go, 9446-2130. Thank you very much, Art. And we're just going to go to a break, so stay with us for these short messages.
Welcome back from the break, and we're here at halftime with Phil, the head coach of the Vipers. How you doing, Phil?
Not bad, Wayne, yourself?
No, pretty good. Now, currently, you guys sporting a 12-point lead. What do you guys think you need to tighten up on in the second half?
Our main thing is right now we're not completing our short passes, which we usually use to move the ball. And between that, possibly the weather's given us a bit of trouble there, and trying to get the referees' calls, sort of that. Apart from that, we'll be all right.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems no matter what sport you're in, those referees play an important part. Whether it's good or bad, we'll talk about that after the game. But anyway, now you guys are currently 2-0, been traveling fairly well. What is the reason for your upsurgence this year?
We got a lot of benefit. A lot of the guys went away with the state squad. We've got 14 players went away to the WA Raiders. After that, we got 4 went away with the Australian team. We brought a lot of information back from that, a lot of good stuff that really worked. The guys took it in, they swallowed it, digested it, and the defence predominantly has really picked it up.
Excellent. And talking about that team that went away, a lot of your players played on that national team that won it all, beat all comers. Yeah. And anytime WA beats those boys over East, we got to talk about it. Now, how long have you been coaching, Phil?
Coaching, this will be my 8th year.
8th year, and I see you're still enjoying it.
Oh yeah, you got to enjoy it. If it's no fun, then don't do it.
Okay, then now keys for the second half with some of is there any particular players that need to step their game up, or is it just an overall thing?
Well, overall, we're looking to make a few changes. We've gotten to a second-string quarterback now. We've changed a few of the linemen out and put a few rookies in. So we're going to use it as a trial session, see how we go. If things get desperate, we'll put the guys back to starting lineup. Okay, now how many players do you have now this year? We've actually had a rather drastic reduction in the squad. We're down to about 28 now. We're running 42 last year, so guys are happy to get more game time. Oh, excellent. That's the way to do it. Now, is there a number if somebody wants to get involved with the Vipers? Is there a phone number they can contact? Yeah, they can contact me on 94197960. That's Phil Mullen. I'm the head coach, so they can get me there anytime. And that's the Rockingham Vipers, is that right? That's correct. Okay, then, well, thanks a lot for your time, and good luck in the second half. Thank you, sir. Chinese kickboxing. And now we're going to go to Chinese kickboxing. What? That James did. This is a story James did. Can you feel
Hello, I'm
it?
James from Balls and all. I'm actually in Cougar but whereabouts actually am I?
You're at the Midland Chinese Kickboxing.
Okay, and what's your names?
My name's Marita Williamson.
Yeah.
I'm Tamika Ransom.
Okay, and how long have you been competing?
I've only really done one demo. I've just got my one fight coming up on the 20th of October in Swanview, Brown Park.
And what made you, I suppose, get involved and get started in it?
One of my friends joined Midland Chinese Boxing, and I always wanted to do it just to see what it was like, and come along, gave it a go, and I've been here ever since.
And you're still enjoying it?
Love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what about you? How long have you been fighting and competing?
I've been fighting and competing since 1996, and I have 2 West Australian titles, 2 Australian titles, a Silver World Amateur title, and my goal is to try and get a world title.
Yeah. So you're doing pretty good, eh?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I don't actually train here. I'm just here an invitation by Alan, just getting ready for my fight. I train with Mick Henry out at Morley.
All right, and when's your fight coming up?
Next weekend, 20th on Alan's show.
Yeah. Okay, and tell me a bit about some of the training you have to go through, I suppose, to become a fighter.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of training. Yeah. Lots of hours. Got to be pretty dedicated. 5 nights a week.
Really?
Yeah. say goodbye social life. Don't really have one after this, but yeah, lots of running.
And like you said, you've been in it since '96. Do you do special things before a fight or anything to get you ready for it?
You've got to prepare mentally as well as physically. So your training, depending on how far you are out from the fight, changes. Your mental training and your physical training. Your diet changes. If you're training for a fight, depending on what type of fight it is and how long it is, your diet changes. So it's pretty vigorous. But I train morning and evening. I run in the morning about 3.5 to 5 Ks every day, and then do shadow sparring, and then I train again in the evening. And I train 6 days a week. But as you know, I've been training and fighting for a long time, so the level of competition is a little bit higher than a novice, so we have to do the training,
And what is your, I suppose, ultimate goal?
World title.
World title?
Yeah.
I hope you get there. Okay, what is your goal at the end of this? You've only been doing it a shorter time, but you said you're enjoying it heaps.
Just to train hard, fight hard, and get as far into it and up as high as I can possibly go with it.
No worries, I hope you guys both do well. Okay, now I'm speaking with Jess. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, very well. And Murray, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Okay, you guys look a bit puffed. We've just seen you sparring a bit. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, great fun, good fitness, good friends.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing it?
This is my 10th month.
Oh, all right.
So I'm just a beginner.
Yeah. What got you started?
I wanted to learn self-defence.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good thing that a lot of people are trying to do these days. What about you? Same kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it was just something I've always wanted to do, so I had the opportunity, so I took it up.
Yeah. And you guys started about the same time, did you? Or?
No, I've been here about 2 years now.
All right.
So.
Okay, so have you fought many competitions?
No, we've actually got our first in-the-ring demo on the 20th of October.
Yeah.
Jess and I are competing against each other in a non-contest, so...
All right. Okay, also in that, does anyone from the east or anything come over you get to fight, or...?
At different times during the year, they do have invitation fights where people from overseas, east and overseas come over, and vice versa.
Yeah. And how hectic's the training? Obviously we see you guys in the ring and doing all sorts of other stuff. Did you have to do anything apart from this, like running or do weight training or anything, or...?
Yeah, we do swimming, and we do a lot of running, out of hours as well.
I hate that stuff.
Fitness is a very big thing. Yeah. The fitter you are, the better you are.
I suppose, like, I've watched a bit of boxing and stuff, but it all comes down to the fitness in the end, and the man who's got the more, or woman of course, who's got the most fitness and still in there pretty much wins.
Yeah, it's a lot of training for a little amount of time in the ring.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got any secret tricks or anything you're going to test out this weekend?
Not that I'm going to tell her.
Oh, yeah. I suppose it'd be pretty bad if you did, wouldn't it? All right, no worries. Well, I hope you guys have a good fight this weekend. Okay, now I get a chance to catch up with Alan Pond. How are you, Alan?
Not bad, thanks, James.
Okay, now we're actually in your gym here, and you train all these ladies. Tell us a bit about the actual style of fighting that you teach them.
We're teaching a style here called Chinese boxing, which is a blend of Western boxing, Chinese kung fu, and Muay Thai boxing. So it's a blend of those styles rolled into one, and we fight competitively on the boxing, kickboxing, or Thai boxing scene.
Is it a new one where it's all rolled up, or has it been like just one that's been around for a long time? It's a form of martial art.
I wouldn't say that I'm trying to develop my own style or anything. I've just combined my knowledge and because I'm teaching a mixture of those three things. Chinese boxing seems to be an appropriate name for the system now.
Okay, now obviously you've done a lot of martial arts, you're teaching the ladies. When did you start, and tell us a bit about your history with competing?
I started out about 14 years ago at the Police and Citizens Club there in Midland doing boxing and Chinese kung fu. Did a lot in the boxing scene, state titles, Australian titles, stuff like that. Represented Australia in Singapore for a gold medal at the Festus Ukraine Games there. And the kickboxing and Thai boxing scene, been fighting in Melbourne and Sydney and Queensland and Thailand, did here in Perth as well. Taking fighters to the World Championships earlier this year. They both got silver medals there. Yeah, I didn't get the medals myself. The two girls I took, they got medals. They did better than me. I got eliminated in the same time. But yeah, I still get in the ring and fight myself, and also involved in the training and the promotional side of the sport as well.
Now, what made you get involved with so many different types? So you did boxing, and you did the Chinese kung fu, and then you moved on to other sports. What do you actually enjoy, I suppose, most about it? Is it the competitive side, or what do you get out of it the most for yourself? And I suppose the ladies get the same out of it after your training.
I I suppose what I get out of it most is teaching other people, you know what I mean, how to defend themselves and pick up a bit of confidence and their fitness and that as well.
Especially in this day and age, isn't it?
Yeah, you see a definite difference in people that sort of, you know, help improve their confidence or their self-esteem and also their coordination and their their self-esteem, how they feel about themselves, you know. Personally, I enjoy it because it keeps me fit, keeps me out of trouble, you know. It's given me something to focus on. Sort of got me back on the straight and narrow, so to speak. Yeah. And but yeah, it's a great sport all around. It's both boxing and kung fu led to kickboxing and Thai boxing. You know, when I joined the two together, I ended up in that path. You know, so it's meant to happen.
Now, what kind of things, I mean, some ladies might be watching and think, I wouldn't mind giving it a go, but I don't know how it goes. What kind of things do you train off the styles? Do you start them off easy and move up? What kind of things would you start them off with?
Well, we basically start them off with general fitness type stuff, you know, with skipping and sit-ups and push-ups, which the ladies really hate, you know. And you know, we teach them how to kick and how to punch properly, and they work out on the bags or on the kick pads. Later on they get to the stage where they're working in the ring and doing pad work and sparring and stuff, you know. No, not everybody wants to fight competitively in the ring, you know. Most of the people that come here don't, you know.
And they don't have to, that's right, to come and train.
That's cool, just to come and train. I suppose people that are sort of thinking about doing it for fitness can always come to the fights and have a look at, you know, at the amateur fighters out there and, you know, what sort of level we're at here in Australia, in WA, and, you know, if it sparks their interest, they can take it from there, you know.
Now, if anyone out there is watching and wants to come down, maybe have a look, have a try at it, or wants to know more about upcoming fights or stuff, is there a phone number they can call you on, Alan?
Yeah, they can call us on 9294-1769.
Well, yeah, that was an interesting story. Thank you very much to everyone there at Allen Pond's Gym. It's good to see the ladies out there kicking butt. I suppose in this day and age, you know, it's good to know self-defence. Also, they're getting fitter, so it's great. Like the sport behind us. Talk a bit about that, Wayne.
Oh, well, you know, Gridiron is definitely a great sport. We just need a lot more of you West Australians to get a hold of it and try to play it. It's a fun game, and it's something that's very exciting once you get used to it. James used to play it. We've even got Action Man out there playing now.
Right now playing, that's right, he's playing for the Broncos. He came back this year. He had a year off last year because he was in a car crash and hurt his kidney, so he's come back and having a go. The teams are, like speaking with Art earlier, the teams are a lot stronger than what I remembered. They're more competitive, it's more even. It's really good for the sport to see, actually, Wayne.
Excellent, and that means every game is a big game. And
it's hard to call really who's going to win or lose. Like a few years ago, it was like one team's going to get flogged, as you know, it's a blowout. Where this year is very interesting. So we're going to go right to a break, and we'll be back right for these short messages.
We sure will, because we're getting the wind up. Welcome back.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. We're back.
And we are back. And let me tell you, it looks like the Broncos may get a chance to score here, so we're excited. We're ready to buy back Australia, James.
Totally. We're extremely excited. We're ready to buy back Australia. It's been a great game so far. The Vipers are up 18-0, but the Broncos, I think, if they can just get their players working together, a few little fundamentalistics. That was a big word.
Oh, the fundamentalistics. That's a new one. Hey.
Pay rise. I think they can get it together, and maybe, hopefully, even if not this game, later on in the season, I think they'll do well. What's your opinion on it?
I think that's very true. I mean, these guys have come a long way.
The fundamentalistics.
The fundamentalistics are, I believe that your haircut now, let's focus on James' haircut. Is it a fantastic haircut?
Always a great job, always.
Yes, and is there anybody you'd like to thank for that?
Yes, I'd like to thank Christy from JT's in Belmont. She always does a great job on the hair, as you can see, and ready to rock and roll.
Okay, then.
What are we doing now, Wayne? We're actually going to a story.
Are we going to a story?
We're going to a story I did quite recently.
Why?
Because that's what we're supposed to do every week.
Okay.
Yes, and now we're going to the story I did at the Superdrome. So take a look at this story.
And it's super, baby.
Hello, I'm Jones from Bowls and All, and I'm down here in Midland, actually at the Speed Dome. And I'm speaking with Daryl Benson. How you going, mate?
Good, thanks, mate.
Okay, and what is your role here?
Well, tonight we're actually putting on some racing tonight, the point score event, but my official role is the head coach of the waste cycling program, and I have roles both as state and national in that. And part of tonight's racing is also developmental work as well for new riders coming through, managing to get in amongst a lot of our elite riders as well. So it's a good setup.
Okay, so do you train like juniors coming up through the ladder, or do you get them when they're pretty much ready to go, move on to bigger things?
Yeah, a lot of the recruitment is done through junior levels. That's fairly normal. And, you know, a lot of them are now developing through into very good senior careers. I currently have 5 or 6 waste riders that have stepped up into national duties this year, from anywhere from junior under-19 programs through to senior competition. And part of this phase here is also to be working with the next crop of kids coming through, as well as all those who are home in local competition at the moment.
Okay, but before we talk about what's actually going on tonight, how did you get involved? Did you ride when you were younger and then you moved into this kind of role, or what gave you the interest in this?
Yeah, I'm probably a product of many, where my father used to race, and that was probably the influence. As a kid I was mad into footy and cricket and everything else, and
as you are, of course.
Yeah, and very tough decision at 14 to pick one sport, which I did pick cycling, and long term I'm very glad I did, because it opened up a lot of opportunities. I was fortunate enough to pull an international career out of what I did, starting locally and stepping up, spending time racing in the States and Europe as well. So from that, when my time was sort of finished in racing, I assessed a situation where there had been people investing time in as I was a junior, and really as my time was finishing in competition, I saw a void there that needed to be filled, and really, in all honesty, felt a calling to do it since, and I think this is about year number 19 right now.
Enjoy it very much?
Yeah, I do. It's a testing area, and challenging, but yeah, very fulfilling.
Okay, obviously the riders going around, like you said, you've been to Europe and you've raced all around the world. They'll obviously, if they make it in the trials and stuff going on here, they'll have the opportunities to go overseas, will they?
Yes, they will, and some of them racing tonight have already done that.
All right.
So we've got
quite big, actually.
Yes, yeah, it is. So we've got some good talent coming through, some national champions, ones who have ranked internationally. Eddie Hollins is one rider tonight who's actually a world champion or gold medalist on the Australian Paralympic team, which I have an involvement with as a front rider on the tandems. We use a lot of able-bodied riders on the front for the visually impaired on the back. And we've got different riders in different categories who are current national champions. In the female division, Christine Bailey's one rider, finished 7th in the world titles this year as a junior. Next year she steps up into senior competition, and she's part of her preparation for this summer series is to be doing this style of racing tonight.
Another thing, the preparation that goes into it, do these guys have to do a lot of weight work and that to build their legs, or just pretty much ride hard?
Yeah, cycling is one of them sports, if you're serious about it, it's almost a 7-day-a-week commitment. There's a lot of work. A lot of my athletes are spending a lot of time in the gym, 3 to 4 sessions a week in the gym, as well as churning out some pretty good length Ks out in the road as well. Mixture of terrains from hilly to flats, depending on different styles of training. And then, of course, the work that needs to get put in specific training on the track, and that's another issue there, you know, with a lot of specific training needed to achieve here.
How many Ks, like you said, they do some training on the road, like during the week? What would an average rider do, say, after you do the weights and the training here, and then you got that on top? What would an average rider do on the road per week?
An average club level rider is probably churning out between 200 and 400 Ks. An elite rider is probably stepping out anywhere up to about 800 Ks a week, but realistically between 400 to 600 Ks for most weeks,
That's amazing. I ride 50 and I'm dead. All right, now we're here to publicise a big event. Actually, some of it's on tonight, but it's going for the next 5 weeks. Would you like to explain a bit about that?
Yeah, it's Cycle West Promotions, which is another factor of what I'm involved with, the promoting through to Christmas, a series of Wednesday night racing. This is week 2 of a 5-week point score series. And what it is tonight, what you'll see, it's probably a little unusual. The point score event's not unusual. It's a very common race, and it's an Olympic event where the riders are doing a 120-lap race, sprint every 10 laps. The last sprint's worth double points, where we've got 5 points up, or 5 placings up every sprint. And the rider with the most points, providing they finish on the same laps as well, because if a rider manages to take a lap on the field, regardless of points, they'll be a leader. and that's the way the race will go. The different factor is that for the first 60 laps of the first half of the race, it's actually motor pace controlled. I'm going to be the bloke on the motorbike.
Cruising around?
Yep, so I control the pace. I leave them coming into the sprints at about 50k an hour.
So do you bring
Yep,
the pace up?
yeah, we drop it down to 40 after a sprint, bring it up to 50 as I leave. Then the riders will accelerate anywhere up 60k plus for the sprints. And then I regroup straight away after the sprint for the first half of it. And then the last half of the race is open slather. The motorbike comes out. They still get the bell every 10 laps, but survival of the fittest to the line.
That's awesome, mate. Now, you said a race sprint every 10 laps. What does that mean? Is that where they get a chance to fight for it apart from just cruising behind the bike? Or what does that actually mean to people out there who don't really know what's going on?
Okay, well, point score is first a race of laps, and then secondly points. And the way you earn your points is they're having sprints along the way. So in this case, every 10 laps. We're doing 5 points for first, down to 1 point for fifth. And the final sprint is worth double points. So everyone scores double that. And in the end, if we have different riders on the same laps at the finish, it's not who wins the final sprint to win the race. It's actually who finishes, A, on the correct laps, and then B, the breakdown of points. And then we've got a bonus system at the end of it too, and incentives for riders not only to start but to get into the top 10. There's added points there for the overall series. Yep. And in the end, by the time we fight out the last couple of events, as I said, it's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. The winner, obviously, over the next 5 weeks, the person who, I suppose, wins the championship, what can he or she look forward to after that? Is there another competition coming up, or...?
Yeah, we crowned someone the champion of this series. We did one earlier in July, and we're doing this one for the October series. Then into November, what we'll be running is an Omnium series. Now, a lot of people say, what's Omnium? And what that is different races will have different points. So we may run a night where there's 4 different races, and you can win your races individually, but each race carries points for an overall night winner. And the rider with the most points at the end of the night wins, and then after 4 rounds of that in November, we'll have an overall series winner.
That's great. And then they just keep going that way, and more competitions obviously next year, and I suppose hopefully win the next Olympics.
Yeah, well, from once we finish in November, we then really kick off our full summer track series. And we've got many riders now preparing through the national championships in March. They're in Sydney this year, or next year in 2002. And a lot of them, in a position there to gain national team selection. Anywhere from World Championship, Commonwealth Games, or World Cup events. And so it's very important, and we've got a lot of guys who sit on a rebuild phase from this year, starting the season off now, and as I said, we get more serious as we go.
Yeah. One last question, because I know you got to get out there. How does WA compare to the rest of Australia?
Well, I'd say in previous times we've probably lagged a little bit behind, but in recent years, and particularly over the last 5 years, our cycling programs have been very successful. We have world champion riders. Ryan Bailey has just won a gold and a silver at the World Championships as a first-year senior. We have 5 or 6 national representatives right now with national duties throughout the year. And as a state at the titles last year, I think we finished second overall, which was an outstanding performance.
That's awesome, mate. Go WA.
Yeah, good on you.
Okay, sorry, mate, one last question. I know you're eager to get on that motorbike and make these boys work, and girls, of course. If anyone's out there is interested in finding out more about the place, they might even want to take the sport up, or might be involved in looking at coming here and further their career, is there a phone number they can call, or someone they can get in contact with?
Well, I'll give a mobile number of my own. It's 041 444 3483, and I can steer in the right direction for our different clinics. We have junior programs running, novice programs, even veteran nights on a Tuesday night, so we try and cover the whole lot. And this is one aspect of cycling. There's many others, but this is a really exciting challenge, the track, and really enjoyable. Scary for some the first time they see bank tracks, but in the end, most of the times they can't get people off the track by the end of the night. So yeah, it goes well.
No worries. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks to everyone up at the Speed Dome, not the Superdome, the Speed Dome, which is up in just out of Midland there. It's fantastic. You should go and have a look when they're having something going. It's fantastic. I think from what I was told, it's one of the best setups, best stadiums we actually have in Australia, or even in the Southern Hemispheres. All right, well, the game's still rocking and rolling here. Coming up after, we've got the Titans, which is a new team to the league, taking on the Giants. Now, the Giants have historically always been quite a formidable team, so we'll try to let you know what's happening there. At the moment, the poor old Broncos, my team, 18-0, the Vipers favor, so it's not doing too great. But they're still rookies, still having fun, as the saying goes. Next year, next game. All right, well, we're going to be taking a break, and we'll be right back after this message.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. Keep on rolling, everybody. We're actually going to go to a story I did quite recently, which is coming up soon, actually. You guys get a chance to go down there. It's called Musical Delights at Dusk. All the details will be up on the screen soon. Sorry, I'm laughing. Just got people behind the camera making me laugh. It's a great show. It's a good cause. We spoke to one of the stars down there, so take a look at this story. Okay, now this is what it's all about. I'm speaking with James Flynn. How are you, James?
Very good, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, now you actually be singing on the night. How did you get involved?
I pretty much have been singing back and forward in Perth for the last 5 years or so. I've only recently emigrated here, so I'm now, a true Aussie.
Yeah. You like living here, mate?
I do, yeah. It's a beautiful place. I've lived in many parts of the world, and this is it's a hard one to top. Yeah.
Awesome. What actually made you get involved with this event coming up, which we're talking about tonight?
I think citizens advocacy is it's a very good cause, and they approached me and told me what they wanted to do. I've worked with the army band before, about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was a terrific night, a great bunch of guys to work with, and so there's going to it's a quality evening. It's going to be a really classy night, and I like to have a bit of fun with the audience as well, so it'll be a fun night too, Yeah.
Okay, what can anyone out there watching thinking we might come down and have a look, what can they expect? I know you can't give away any secrets at the moment. What kind of music roughly are we talking about?
People that know me in Perth, I'm synonymous with like standards, jazz, like, Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Mel Torme, so there'll certainly be a bit of a jazzy flavour, but There'll be a bit of variety as well, because the army band will be doing some numbers on their own, and being the federation celebration of the federation, there'll be numbers that are appropriate for that, and there's some wonderful girl singers as well joining us from the army band, and we'll kind of vary the program to make it. Obviously, we want to make it as accessible as possible, and. But you can guarantee it'll be like everything will be, it'll be a quality night for sure, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the night's going to go really well, James, but also while I'm talking to you, there's something that is going to be out in the market soon that you want to show us?
Yes, I've got a new CD, yeah. And here's one that I prepared earlier.
Oh, yeah. Just whipped it up before?
Yeah. This is, it's my latest CD. I've recorded 4 CDs to date. And this is with a local trio, the Mike Nelson Trio, and it features a great tenor player, Danny Moss. It was recorded at the ABC here in Perth, and I kind of held back with the launch of it so that I could coincide it with the actual concert. So yeah.
No, that's great. So when will it actually be launched?
On the nights.
On the night?
Yeah.
And can anyone get it from any type of CD store, or whereabouts could they buy it if they like it?
Yeah, you will be able to. I mean, all the stores in town will have it after the night, but if you come to the event, you'll get a special signed
autograph.
Yeah.
No worries. Thank you very much for your time. It's good to see you back in a good cause, mate.
Thank you, mate. Thanks very much.
Hopefully it all goes well for you in the future, mate.
Thanks a lot.
And I suppose I'd also like to thank the guys playing. Get some names here.
Yeah, that's Oki, Oki on keyboard, Dan and Michael.
And they'll be playing on the night as well?
Yes, they will be, yeah, with another 41 guys.
Quite big. Well, thank you very much for your time, and hope your career goes really well, James.
Thanks, mate. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Hello, and that was a tremendous story there. So, and they're raising funds for a very good cause, so make sure you guys get down and definitely support that. You'll see all this on the screen. Hopefully, Tony, look after me, buddy. All right, now, we're still at the football stadium, and we're here talking to John Hardy, who's been thrown in the deep end this week. He's playing the role of not only a player, but a coach. coach for the Titans. How you doing?
Yeah, very good, thanks, Wayne.
You want to tell us a little bit about how long you've been playing the sport?
I've been playing the sport for about 12 years now. I've been with the Steelers for about 11 of those.
Okay, brilliant. Now, you know he must be a good player if he can stick on one team. Longevity is very important. Now, actually, this year, and you know, you're doing a little bit of the coaching now. What's your game plan for the day?
Well, we've got a very young squad at the Titans. A game plan basically is just to learn. Everything we do, we want to learn from, to improve week by week, and I think we're doing that so far.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I mean, you got a lot of young guys, as you have said, and how are they starting to adapt and pick up some of the information?
Yeah, very good. We had about 6 weeks pre-season training, which helped them tremendously, but we've had one game last week, and I think they learned as much in that one game as they did in 6 weeks before that.
Wow, yeah, it's nothing like getting out there and being under game pressure. Now, if anybody wants to get involved with you guys, is there a phone number that you guys have?
There is a phone number. You can contact the club at 94468795 and ask for Mirko.
Okay, then, well, good on you, and good luck this evening.
Thank you very much.
All right, then. And now we're going to do a little story I did with the Perth Lynx, which is a new team. It's an offshoot of the former Perth Breakers team. It's all local West Australian talent, and definitely they're going to need your support this year. And they're coached by a great coach, Coach Nick Morgan, who incidentally has won 2 grand finals, and he's been in runner-up in 3 of those grand final series. So definitely check out this story. It's all happening here at the Prairie Lake Center, and guess what? I'm here talking to the Perth Lynx, and get this. They're very, very good. This is their first season under head coach Morcom, and we're going to talk to everybody here and some of the superstars of the team, and we're going to see how we go here. How you doing, Coach?
I'm well, Wayne. Really well. Really well. Looking forward to the season.
Okay. Now, if you could tell us a little bit about your state league background and all the championships you won.
All of them. I wish I'd won some more. I've coached about 230 games in the state league, 2 premierships, 3 runners-up. Yeah, had a long career with the one club. It's been good.
Excellent. Yeah, Prairie Lakes Hawks. Everybody was afraid to play them, and I know why. Now, actually, my team's been on the hand of some of those beatings, so I know he's a fine coach. Now, let's talk to some of the players here. And your name is still?
Melissa McClure.
I knew that. Now, if you could tell us a little bit about your sporting background.
I've been to the Australian Institute of Sport in Canberra in 94-95, moved across to Perth in 96 to play with the Perth Breakers, and now this year suiting up for the Perth Lynx.
And didn't you guys at Prairie Lakes win another championship this year?
Yeah, we actually happened to beat the Perth Redbacks, who Jenny happens to be a team member of this year, so yeah, no, it was a great win, great win.
Excellent. And Jenny Bedford, how are you doing?
I'm good, Wayne. How are you?
I'm doing well. Now, can you give us your happy look? Now, if you could tell us a little bit about your background with the sport.
Okay, I'm also a graduate of the Australian Institute of Sport back in '89. I've played with the Breakers in '88, '90, and then came back in '97, and also played last year. And in between those National League commitments, I played State League for a number of clubs.
Now, you notice when she said '88, '89, she was only like 10 years old when she played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This person in the squad.
Now, this season, Coach Morcom, how do you see your guys going?
Well, I'm confident, Wayne. We've got a group that's very together. That they're training well together. They're playing together. They're happy. There's no divisions in the side, so I feel that we're gonna have a pretty good year.
That's brilliant. And you know, if your past record is any indication, the Perth Lynx should be the missing link to another successful team in the WNBL. Now, I mean, to get to this point, is there anybody you guys would like to thank? Like you'd like to thank me for helping you get this job by slipping the people a couple of $500,000? No, I didn't. No, this guy has earned it. But if there's anybody you'd like to thank.
I think Basketball WA needs a big thank you. When the previous owners turned in the licence, we weren't likely to have a team. Basketball WA's gone out on a limb, formed a separate company, spent the money, and have kept the team in Western Australia. And it gives the young girls of Western Australia something to aim at down the track.
And I think it's brilliant. I mean, I look over here at some of the team, and the majority of the young ladies are from West Australia or have been playing in West Australia for several years. So that's fantastic.
Yep, we've gone local this year. We're totally local, which is great. First time ever.
All right, well, go WA. Now, is there anybody you'd like to thank besides for myself? No, just kidding.
I think I'd have to say to Rick especially. He's come on board and really taken a taken a big step in his career to come out and coach the WNBL, and he's done a lot for basketball in Western Australia, especially female basketball, and also Basketball WA have done a fantastic job. We've got a few sponsors, MVP Clear, Zone Sport, Healthway through Drug Free, the message there that we have to portray. So really looking forward to a great season.
Oh, that's brilliant. And Jenny, who would you like to thank besides for myself? Just kidding.
Well, apart from the people that both Melissa and Rick have already thanked, I think the girls also need to be thanked for the effort and the time and the commitment they've actually gone or going to be putting in and have put in from day one. There's obviously a lot of the girls are doing it for love, and I think it's a great opportunity for them to really build some strong building blocks for the future. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a really successful year for everyone.
Well, that's brilliant. Well spoken. I wish everybody success here with this team. I know with Rick at the helm, I know you guys are going to do well, and definitely WA, get behind this team. This is your team, local players. They're here to do their very best for you in Western Australia, so get behind them. Thanks a lot, Rick. Thanks a lot. Mate, I want to thank Mate. All right, I want to thank all those people from the Perth Lynx, their young, exciting team. I got it right, baby. Only 15 tries. And they did a fantastic job, and I hope they keep progressing. And you, West Australia, you got to get behind them and support them because they're your team. Now, we need to keep rolling. What? Keep? Oh, sorry.
Got it.
Anyway,
got the new man on the crew.
Action Man just finished playing a game, and he's excited.
I am excited.
Now, Action Man, could you explain a little bit about the game and why you like it, other than the fact that Moose forced you at gunpoint to start playing the sport?
I like this game in particular because I got 2 sacks, and that is...
What is a sack? What's a sack?
I kill the QB before the ball leaves his hands.
So in other words, you rush the quarterback and you're on defense.
Yes. As not get past the whole line and everyone protecting him and kill him while he's still got the ball.
And what else do you like about the sport, Action Man?
It relieves stress. You can just plow some guy right on the ground.
I love that. I love that idea.
Look at the new target for the next few games, eh?
Yeah. Now, let's talk about life in general. When you were a boy, was football part of your life?
I used to be the team manager. I used to run up and down the field and Moose going, get that, get this, get that.
Is that how you improve your speed, being a go-for for Moose? Go for that, go for this. He's going all the way.
He's speaking Pikey again.
And that's what I mean. He's going all the way. That's what he tries to do on a lot of his dates. But anyway, we'll get back to that. Okay.
Well, on a serious note, I'll get rid of these two people. Moose is going to have a bit of a chat to you guys, so here's Moose.
Yeah, I just want to say a big condolence to the Snook family. They're unfortunately Bill Snook, who has been around the league for quite a while, unfortunately passed away recently, and to all his family, on behalf of Bulls and all, I'm sure on behalf of everyone at the Gridiron West League, we'd like to say our condolences to the family. He's a great guy, always had a smile, really nice fella. I'm sorry to hear that he's gone. Well, you see the game here between the Titans, the new team, and the Giants, who've always been very dominant in this sport, are playing their game. Earlier, the Steelers beat the Saints 8-0. The Broncos just lost 24-0 against the Vipers, and we'll give you a bit of a breakdown here. It's a great game. Come down and have a look, and if you're like me, young and fit and really good looking, and never lie, come down and play the game. Anyway, there's all kinds of things coming up soon that's going to be on the screen. And don't forget, for your sports and leisure, give us an email is the best way, or contact Gary Pudney, our show manager, and we'll get you on. And so anyway.
And Moose had a great job across the field there. It was quite funny. And how are you doing?
Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you are getting used to the new time slot.
Because we're not.
We're not. But anyway,
we're pissed off.
Monday night, 9 o'clock, right after Cruising, which is a great show, and Tight Lines Early, which is all about your fishing. So make sure you, Monday night, local stuff. And we'll
be
see
fishing
you
for a new time slot.
We'll see you next week. And the name of the show is
Balls and All!
They're not normal people. See you next week. Next time you're doing a bit of cleanup around the place, you want to get rid of your rubbish, give Skip Away Bins a call. And if you're looking to get on the net or you need an internet supplier, give our buddies at WA Net a call.